A shadow is coming. We must prepare. Welcome back to Elden Ring DLC Prep. Charging on forth into new places, getting stuff through the Forbidden Lands. They are forbidden. Fun fact. Guess we gotta try to not jump to our deaths here as we sprint forwards. We can just basically ignore everybody here. It's not a huge deal. Jump in. Jump in. Get a little bit of poison. Continue on forwards. More of these little militia guys. Some beetles. Definitely something we should look into which ones of those we want to kill to get the things that drop. There's a golden seed. That's something. More shining glows as we continue forwards. Just need to make it to the elevator here. And avoid all of the problems. Like that. Not right now, Black Blade Kindred. Not right now. Gotta go. Gotta go. And side of grace. Alright. I'm just gonna rest here for a second. Problem solved. Hi. Weird finger reader. How's it going? We're hoisting more medallions. We just got this one for free. Very easy. Right to the top. Still need to go and get the second half of the secret medallion. I think we have the first half. The first half is easy. Second half's a problem. And we're here. There's a few things to do up here at the top. Definitely a few things. I am slightly concerned about some quest orders and things like that. Skipping entire sections of things, but it's very possible that the DLC is just going to be completely contained. Not going to be a huge issue either way. We'll figure it out. It's not too likely that doing stuff will lock out huge portions of it. That'd be kind of a weird way to do it.
Finally, the tarnished. Oh my, I fear that you were previous well. As for his
I guess we kind of talked to him before. Probably skipped a few steps.
Only so that what a horrible your ascendant, but how would
talking about the frenzied flame.
Than he
what a mess.
Descend as he gored if you inhand
the
setting you the path burn and
may chaos take the world.
Not this time, I don't think.
Chosen descend in Sigordian. Burn and in
may chaos.
He's okay. He'll be fine. If we continue further, I don't expect that we're gonna have a good time either way. There's something in the Zamar ruins. Must be down below. Yeah, we'll look at it later. Yeah, these guys. They're a whole thing. There's one of the stone bell bearings is here. Something. All the way in around. There's an ice storm. That's fun. There's a down. Whee! Just ignoring all the Zamor warriors. Just having a great time. Yep, smithing stone, minor bell bearing 3. Oh, lovely. That allows for some more upgrades, which is nice. To all of our regular items. Not the somber ones, of course, but that's okay. Alright. Well, that takes care of that. We don't need to fight a boss or anything, just go in, claim the treasure, and be on our way. Whee! So with that, we could get a pretty convincing regular weapon going. Use that for dual wielding and all that. That's definitely an option. And we just continue further up here. There's quite a few more good things to grab in the Mountaintops of the Giants. Most of which we're going to be kind of running straight past. That's alright. We just need to get to places. That's the first concern here. Grab this. It's a leaf. Yay. And you'll worry about the archer guy over here. Just need to get moving. Thing. It's a dangerous path we take here. Ooh, against him. Hey. Easy enough. There's a few other things back there we could grab, but I'm not gonna worry about that right now. We're just worrying about what we need to grab. There's not too many more things we need, per se. Just some more things that'd be good to have. Soft cotton. How fun. Continue up this way. The further we go, the more we get access to other things. Like another side of grace. That archer is still shooting at us. My goodness. What a guy. What a guy. Okay. So we definitely have some obvious locations we want to get to up here. Another bell bearing. Locations, fire giant. All kinds of stuff. We'll just keep running for now. It's definitely a large area with plenty to do. Most of which we're just going to ignore. Looting everything definitely takes a while, like we saw in our first playthrough. Just getting to where you're going takes enough time as it is. Don't need to worry about that right now. Depending on how we continue things in the future and what kind of things we find in the DLC, we can make choices later. One thing that would be interesting in the DLC would be infinite respecs. Could be nice. Because currently that is a limited item. It's unfortunate. There's a cave over there. I don't expect we'd be respecking constantly, though. Probably just enough to check out some various weapons. Although we're really doing a bit of a quality build here, with all of our different daggers and all the different stats that they scale with. It's a whole thing. He's running away from a dragon. Everything's fine. Ooh. Graveyard. 10. Releasing. Dogs chasing us, which is not great. They're always a good time. Some decent gold runes there. Always nice to loot a graveyard. Always a good time. Here's the church we're trying to go to. Grab this. this is Somber 3. Lovely. Another option for making even better weapons that only cost a pile of runes. And a sacred tear. Always a good time. So we got any flask upgrades here? Indeed we do. We can increase the amount. So we have plus 6 flasks. Not bad. Can definitely work with that. Okay. Well, we need the map from here, which is pointed down this way. That's also more up. Just being able to have the map is fairly convenient. So we can just go grab that now. Since we can get up from here, go around. Probably. With all the cliffs and ledges and things. We got a Spirit Spring here, though. That'll work. Really gets you around. Please spring. Spring. There you go. In the wrong direction. Thanks. Hi, trees. Alright. Here's one of these. Lord Contender's Everjail. Amazing. Alright. So now we're up top here. I just want to go more south here. More sites of grace and all that. Something. Places. Go towards here. Really do want to find some sites of grace up top here. There's one. That's a good place to start here. Okay. So here we are by this whole place. Keep going further south along the road here. Find our way to the map and all that. Got this whole fort here. All the fiery guys here. Just having a grand old time of it. Just going to run on through. No worries whatsoever. Cross some big crazy chains. Over towards even more. And here's everything we want. The rest of the map. Another side of grace. Technically the map isn't required. It's still nice to have though. This gets us all the way to this section. Here's the fire. That's where we're going. Let's keep going that way. Get over towards there. Flame Peak. That's how you know you're going the right way. Oh, depending on what you're trying to do. There's lots of right ways to go. Just gonna run through here. Ignore the big orbital birdie. Keep running for our lives. Just not sticking around to fight every single thing really does speed things up a bit. They're having a whole situation there. We're getting invaded by Bloody Finger. out of FP because of the way we do things. He really does not have much in the way of poise, does he? Ooh. That's a little something. There you go. Get out of here. Get out of here. Rivers of blood. That was a good time. Alright. Another church. More loot. Secretary. How much is it for a level up these days? 36,000? We got a few large ones here. 7,500, 5,000. Yeah. Again, 16,000 runes is like 1.5 bird kills. Not a huge deal. We will continue on here. Whee! There's the big ol' bowl. It's got a more fancy name, but that mostly takes care of it. Just running away from all our problems. Problems are making loud noises behind us. There's an entrance. A site of grace. What's that down here? So we can at least attempt to get this much. We basically need 20,000 more runes. I mean, 700. $12,500. Like 8,000 more or something. Both of those. Okay. Another. Yeah, enough. Just about. Steady grace. Rest of steady grace. More. Now we get +7 flasks. Amazing. We could talk to Melon if we wanted to. Don't need to. Let's get a little bit more health. Always worth it to keep on pumping that up. Especially since we're not really wearing like super tanky armor or anything. Take more damage from stuff. It's probably do better than these, but honestly, we'll see how it goes. Fire Giant! Since we're here. Let us buff up before we get into the fight. Seems like a wise enough plan. Change this. Hey, here we go. Unfortunately, Flame Grammy's strength doesn't last a huge amount of time. So how close can we get before he gets annoyed? Like, past that rock. Okay. That's alright. There's some kind of mechanic with getting on or off torrent. Bop, 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 bop. Bop, 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 bop. Bop. Where are you rolling off to? I think you're good. Yeah, a little bit of fire. Let's not stand in the fire, though. Meant to dodge those, obviously. Yeah, damage. It's okay. Blood loss procs and all that. Does a pretty good job. Fire Giant. He's got a lot of health. That's why we're really looking for the blood loss procs. Which we do have. We got that going on. Now we can buff even further in the fight, so that should work nicely. Fire Giant time. In we go. Is he already on the move? He's already on the move. Well, it's got pros and cons here, I suppose. Golden Bow. Grant the Strength. More FP. Two-handed. Running on up. How about this? I can work with that. He's on a roll. Squished. That's funny. Ground fire. Whacked in the head. Fire shot there. Oh, hold at me. Oh, that's not a great spot, man. Up on the cliffs like that. Ow. Did you get down here? I mean, I don't really want him next to the cliffs either, honestly. Yep. Rude. Oh, your fires. Oh, fires everywhere. I mean, it is the Fire Giant. I can't be too surprised about that. Where were we? Phase 2. Alright. I should have stood right there. Leaving. We have one flask left. It's not ideal. Yeah, all your exploding fires. Yep. And we got played on. Probably worthwhile to have more flasks for phase 2. Would be a smart plan. One of the biggest fights for this boss is keep him in places where you can actually move effectively. Just gets all weird up on the cliffs. Not too helpful. Not too helpful. We could probably rebuff for phase 2 also. Wouldn't be a terrible plan. Alright. Wow. Grant me strength. This. And run on up. Why are you running? Stop. Cowboy is trying to leave there. Fire! Nice to you. Look at that. Probably whack his hands a few times here. And then we leave. So we can rebuff. And dual wield. And torment. No fireballs. Okay. Ow. Maybe probably get some stamina here. Oh, firing. I'm a heal. Where do you think you're going? Balls. Stop rolling. Being very silly. There you go. Fire giant defeated. La 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 la. 180,000. Not too bad. Not too bad. Yep. That's the fire giant. There's like grace up here. There it is. Probably should grab that before we get to the next section. I also think the real takeaway from this is that blood loss really works when it works. And it really does pretty good. I'll level up. Wait, what? More health. That's a nice amount of health. We definitely still get more. That's a nice spot. And we got 24,000 runes. I still at 41,000. We don't have enough itemized to worry about that. No. Well, that should be good. And I think, honestly, we're probably about as good as we need to be here. We can head up this way. Maybe. We can successfully walk across this chain. Always a dangerous time. The real boss is gravity. That's never changed. Please. Careful. Gosh. Sometimes it's better to just get off torrent. Now we're getting stubborn. On the plus side, it's only a short walk back to the site of grace, so that's okay. And at this point, either option that we take here would definitely seal some fates. Whether we go and get the Frenzied Flame and Mela just leaves, or we just let her burn. Both options basically get rid of Milena as a character for the rest of the game. Probably fine. Worst case scenario, I don't know.
I have long observed the land, this world, and death. Are you to commit?
Let us
Very well.
go.
Let
Going to Fair Missoula. Haven't fought Radahn yet. We do really, really want to go to Fair Missoula, though. It's far too helpful to avoid. Let's watch the burning. Very appropriate after fighting the fire giant. It's funny how many times we tried to jump down into the pit here. Just seems like the right place to go. Not the case. Fire. But not the Frenzied Flame.
O Erd Tree, you shall burn.
Just says it, and then it happens. Wild stuff. Wild stuff out here.
Burn for the sake of the new Lord.
That's me.
Thank you for guiding me here.
Says the person on fire.
The one who walks alongside flame shall one day meet the road of destined death. Goodbye.
Goodbye. A bit less climactic without any build-up of talking to Melina the entire game. She just kind of shows up a few times, then burns. It's a whole situation. Well, that's okay. Because we're here. And everything's insane. Yeah. It's wild out here. Crumbling. Fair Missoula. Next time. Goodbye.